Top 10 billionaires who were once homeless. Oprah Winfrey, Ralph Lauren and J.K. Rowling. With their massive success, these self-made billionaires have inspired many people worldwide to create businesses and finally get rid of those never-ending jobs. Surprisingly, these super rich people could never have made it this far if they hadn't decided to get out of the life of extreme poverty that they faced during their childhood. Welcome to Luxology, where the secrets of becoming the future billionaire and living a luxurious life are revealed. To inspire you to become the next self-made billionaire like them, we have brought the chilling story of the top 10 billionaires in the world who were once homeless. Don't forget to watch till the end, because the J.K. Rowling story will move you beyond imagination. Number 1. Oprah Winfrey. With a net worth of $2.6 billion, Oprah's haunting days of poverty are secretly hiding behind her beautiful smile, which very few people are aware of. Being born to an unmarried teenage mother, Oprah spent her first 6 years in extreme poverty with her abusive grandmother. As she could not afford a reasonable dress, she was forced to wear a dress made of potato sacks, for which her friends made fun of her. During her teenage years, she started working at a grocery store to take care of her expenses. Luckily, her life dramatically changed when she became the host of a local Baltimore talk show called People Are Talking, which later turned into the famous Oprah Winfrey Show. Number 2. Howard Schultz. After serving as the CEO of Starbucks for more than 2 decades, Howard Schultz's story is more inspiring than the billionaires with their family-based businesses. With a net worth of $4.3 billion, it might seem complicated to notice his struggling days, but if you dig deeper, you will be surprised to know that his father was a truck driver. As his parents could not afford the expenses, he was forced to live in Canarsie public housing projects. Furthermore, after graduating, he worked at a ski lodge for a year. During an interview, he said, "Even today, I feel ashamed of living in government-subsidized housing during childhood." Number 3. Ralph Lauren. Standing at $6.3 billion and the 102nd richest person in America, Ralph Lauren is one of the rarest fashion designers ever born, making his mark worldwide with super polo shirts. It might sound surprising for people to accept that he could not afford to buy clothes during childhood. In a 2002 interview with Oprah Winfrey, he openly said, "As a kid, I was always in love with clothes, but sadly, I could not repurchase them then. When my brothers used to hand me their shirts, some energy started flowing through me that made me say, I want to get my things, to make my statement." Number 4. Larry Ellison. Being the co-founder and the CEO of the famous Oracle company, Larry Ellison is now the 10th wealthiest man in the world and the 9th in the entire US, with a gigantic net worth of $108 billion. However, all of this could not have been made possible if Larry's aunt did not take care of him. After suffering from a lung infection when he was 9 months old, his mother gave him to her aunt and uncle for adoption and did not show her face to him until he was 48 years old. In an interview, he said that he would never complain about growing up living in the lower middle-class community on the south side of Chicago. Number 5. Kenneth Langone. Known as the co-founder of the famous home improvement company, the Home Depot, Ken Langone was born to a low-income family that very few people know about. To take care of his expenses, Ken's father used to work as a plumber and his mother as a cafeteria worker. In a 2013 interview, he openly expressed that his family had lots of love, but not lots of money. But he also agreed that it was this love from his parents that helped him get over his failures and supported him in achieving a net worth of $5 billion. Number 6. Sheldon Adelson. Despite his death in January 2021, The inspiring story of Sheldon Adelson is worth mentioning under the top 10 list. Known as the 28th richest person globally with a net worth of $33 billion, he is the founder and the CEO of the famous Las Vegas Sands Hotel that owns the Marina Bay Sands in Singapore. As his father was a taxi driver and his mother ran a knitting shop, starting a business with some investment became challenging for him. However, by not giving up on his dreams of becoming a billionaire, he borrowed $200 from his uncle at 12 to purchase a license to sell newspapers in Boston. At age 15, he again borrowed $10,000 from his uncle to start a candy vending machine business. Number 7. Alan Gerry. It is said that great minds and super inventions are created during hard times, and Alan Gerry is the perfect example of this. Known as the cable television industry founder, Gerry's father struggled every day to take care of his expenses because of his job as a frozen food distributor. But his life dramatically shifted to a new level when he trained himself in television repair under the GI Bill. Later, he spent $1,500 to start a cable company that later turned into a 64 cable system in 18 states. Today, his net worth of $1.5 billion speaks about his unique creation in the cable industry. Number 8. John Paul Dejoria. The co-founder of the famous Paul Mitchell hair products, John Paul Dejoria was never given a chance to experience his parents' love when they divorced when he was just 2 years old. As his mother could not support him during childhood, he was admitted to East Los Angeles foster home and returned to his mother when he was 9. To take care of the household expenses, he started selling Christmas cards and newspapers with his older brother. Later, he also worked as a janitor. But his unique creation of Paul Mitchell hair products has now helped him reach $2.7 billion per year. Number 9. Harold Hamm. When he was 16 years old, Harold Hamm took a job at a gas station to support his family. Nevertheless, no one knew that 5 years later he would establish one of the biggest petroleum and gas production companies by the name of Continental Resources. Widely known for extracting shale oil resources, Harold Hamm is now the 224th richest person in the United States, with a massive net worth of $10.7 billion. Number 10. J.K. Rowling. I remember 20 years ago I did not have enough food to feed my daughter and myself. At that time, I let my daughter eat without letting her know about my appetite. Furthermore, sometimes there was no money at all. This was the statement in an interview by the world's highest paid author, J.K. Rowling, with a net worth of $1 billion. Surprisingly, her marvellous Harry Potter series could not have become a reality if she did not pen down the idea of Harry Potter characters that popped into her head when her train was delayed for 4 hours from Manchester to London in the mid-1990s. We hope the stories of these self-made billionaires have encouraged you to change your life like never before. It is acceptable that becoming a billionaire is not easy, but if you believe in yourself and never stop taking action, no one can stop you from becoming the next billionaire. So, which of these billionaire stories inspired you the most? Tell us in the comments section below, and if you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to mention them in the comments section and we'll surely respond to your request. Don't forget to press that like button if you like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching.